am Christian Rey, and due to unforeseen but highly preventable reasons, I am currently on my third transfer to a different project inside of the same company. Needless to say, I am scared shitless, but it's not the first time that I've been in this situation. The bare minimum is my default setting. I want this to go different this time. I want it to go very differently. Instead of just watching YouTube and smoking weed, I want to be independent. It's kind of clear to me that this whole working thing is not working. Not that will be what I want. What I need is to get the social status so that I can use it as a leverage on social situations so that I can get what I want without having to rely on making good impressions. But it takes away from the genuinity of a good impression if you are forced to do it. So yeah, I want to make connections and be cool and shit like that. But if I have to be forced, then that doesn't vibe with me. I should also mention, to stir up the pot a little bit, that the individual doesn't do shit. The most that the individual can do is create art, which is very beautiful, very motivating, and used to be a force of change and pushes forward back when everybody wasn't completely oversaturated with all of the content that we consume daily. Society is run by three different factions, dude. Government, the companies who influence the government through lobbying and leverage and doing shit and gifts and all of that shit that makes the government corrupt. And then we have the proletariat, which literally doesn't do anything unless we are all connected through behind the same fucking message. Which, guess who is usually against that happening? This is a little bit of a girl talk, but it is easier to consolidate behind a message when the message is given to you by some kind of point in common between you and the other person, like for example a brand or a fashionista or something that you have put some kind of effort to get. And I say this is kind of cultish because I can imagine a community of closed-off people that just kind of buy and sell from themselves, and they are feeling that sense of connection through things that they themselves have sold themselves in this kind of like self-sustainable society. Why is that a cult? That is a story for a different day, and also a little bit self-centered because despite how cool the hippie community might be and how cultish, how willing you are to be part of a cult, that is still too small scope. We need to save the world altogether and move ourselves forward. It's very easy to preserve ourselves and preserve our own small communities, but we need to work all together to try to enable change in the real world on a massive scale. It is kind of hard to discuss these kind of topics with a different person without him going, oh yes, or you can do that without having to focus into commune. You can do that on an individualistic level. You can start budgeting and then we won't make any dent on the approaching climate catastrophe, but at least you'll be happy for 10 years until we all die scorching deaths. I don't like people that tell me that all that I can do is just have a positive mindset. No, bitch. No. What the fuck is no, that's not true. That's not, you want change. I can see it in your eyes, so fucking do something for it, On the very same note, I will start live streaming myself learning how to code. I'm gonna use this whole media panopticon bullshit and force myself to learn something that will be slightly more useful than fucking anything, really. Also, I hope you like the framing of this video, because there's gonna be a lot of that.